Hello and welcome back to my channel. I just want to give like a quick tip this hour, and this quick tip I want to give is specifically for the ladies. I just want to give quick tip to my young ladies. For any young lady that comes across this video, something I just discovered, and that is one thing that a lot of women don't know, they don't understand. You see, a woman's love alone does not keep a relationship, does not sustain a relationship, but the man's love will always do. Somebody may wonder, what does that even mean? I'll break it down. I always advise young girls, this is something that I learned on my own, myself, and really helped me when I was making the choice of a life partner. I've come to realize in the course of this my life, with people's experience and stuff like that, and things that I've seen in this life, that it's always important better for a woman to marry a man that loves her more than she does love him. Yeah, somebody might be asking, I mean, is it not right for you to marry a man that you love? Fine. That is not what I'm saying, but it's not what I'm saying. But on the other hand, it's exactly what I'm saying. First of all, before you see somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with, it must be somebody you like, right? But the truth about it is this: going by statistics and experiences and things that I've observed, one thing that I know and I'm very sure of is this: that a woman's love alone does not sustain a relationship, but a man's love will always sustain a relationship. So it's always important for a woman, every young lady, if you come across this video, take this advice. Don't go for a man that you love more than he loves you. It is very, very dangerous. It's very risky, because at the long run, you will, feel the pains that comes from a loveless relationship. Look, there's a way that God wired men and women, and the way men and women are wired are completely different from each other. That is why we see, some things work better with men and some things don't work better with women. If any woman marries a man or gets involved with a man that loves her, takes good care of her, loves her and take good care of her, do the things that normal men, protect her and do the things that normal men are supposed to do for their women. Women have the natural tendency. When I mean natural tendency, it is something that is inbuilt in women, except for the very few occasions where you see maybe you can meet somebody who is naturally greedy, or people who are, but that is just not what I'm talking about. And oftentimes when you see those people who are like that, there must be something that is missing in that relationship. There must be something they are giving that they are not getting back. The truth about it is that, like, what I'm trying to say is this: women have the natural tendency to reciprocate to a man's love. Women have the natural tendency to love a man back when they are being loved, when they're being taken care of them, when they're being protected and given everything that the woman deserves in a relationship, in a marriage. Let me use the word marriage. In a marriage, right? Women have that. It is a natural inbuilt tendency in women. It's natural. But if a woman gets involved with a man who does not love her, no matter what you do, men does not have such natural tendency to turn around to love a woman that they never have feelings for. It is hard. It is easier for a woman to, down the line, fall in love with a man that she never liked from the beginning. But for men, such things often doesn't work. When a man does not love you, that man does not love you. No matter, if you like, cut your head and give to that man. If you like, some people will say, oh, you have to dress like this for your man to appeal to your man, you have to do like this. That man must have something going on for you in the first place. Every other thing you're doing is to boost whatever that is already there. But if a man does not love you and he finds himself involved with you maybe out of commission or omission, and he is involved with you, no matter what you do, the only thing you experience in that relationship, for the most part, look, somebody might come here and say, what do you mean? For the most part, 99% of the time, 99% of the time, I said 99% of the time, I stand, quote me anywhere, so 99% of the time, if a man does not love a woman, whatever that woman is doing, you are wasting your time with that man. Because like I said, these things, people don't do it by choice. These things are natural tendencies in human beings. The natural tendency in a woman is to reciprocate and eventually fall in love with a man that is taking care of her, that is good to her. But men, no matter how much a woman is good to a man, if that man does not love you, if that man does not find anything appealing in you, you are wasting your time. That man can stay with you out of sympathy, but trust me, you will be experiencing heartache from heartache. Why? Because that man will always, that thing that he does not feel for you, once he gets somebody he's feeling it for, he'll be going for that person. You might just be there. And that is why you see women, stay with man for many years, and you've been complaining about one particular thing, about one particular treatment that this man is giving to you. You've been complaining about it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 years, and the same thing is still happening. That man is not making shift. The reason why he's not making shift is that it's not that he cannot make a shift. It's simply because that man does not feel nothing for you. If you end up having children for that man, he might still want to stay in that relationship with you because of the children, because the children are there, and because you also have decided to endure, to tolerate, and to take everything that he's throwing at you. And oftentimes that's where you see the women say, oh, he's treating me like this and I'm staying because of the children. You'll be going through the heart pains, you'll be going through the heartaches and everything, and you are still there because you try everything you want. Sometimes most women, especially from our part of the world, they try to take consolation, they try to hold on to, they try to get their peace from their children and from people, maybe friends, and some of them maybe soak their head into maybe church activities and stuff like that. They derive their joy and them. That man may not be touching you, he may not be raising his hand at you, but the treatments you get, that you're not loved. Everybody that knows this case of this our beloved brother Yul Edochie, and the story of Yul Edochie is an old news now, even though like every day new things come out as far as that relationship and that saga about that man and his marriage, his second wife marriage is concerned. Every day new things keep coming up. So this morning I woke up to see he's all over the place that he has decided to unfollow the wife. I use the word decided because the wife unfollowed him right from day one on Instagram, because all this while, the whole saga of the second wife and, everything that's happening, I think he was trying to see if the woman would accept to be in a polygamous relationship, because he wasn't making any shift. He wasn't making any plans to let go of the other wife. He was not making any plans to make his wife the only woman in his life. It's very, very obvious that is the least in his agenda, to make his wife his first wife his only wife. And the woman made it very clear that she does not want to be in a polygamous relationship. So she left. She followed him on Instagram a long time ago. Then this morning he decided to unfollow her. The point I'm trying to make is this. Some people might be like, oh, some people are crying, oh, they've been married for 17 years, they have 4 beautiful children. The truth about it is that, and I said this from the day one that I saw everything that happened and how this man has been carrying out on Instagram, and how his second wife has been insulting, disrespecting his first wife, and he never said anything to stop it, to control it, or to, the disrespect from him and his second wife. I told people that the only reason why this man is doing what he's doing is because he never loved me from the beginning. Has he said I love you to her this past 17 years? Absolutely. I want to believe that he must have said it. But the truth about it is that he did not mean it. Yul Edochie knew from day one, from this past 17 years, that he never loved me. He does not have feelings for me. He does not. Look, women don't get it twisted. That a man is sleeping with you doesn't mean that man loves you. That's one other thing we need to understand. Like I said, the chemistry, the body dynamics of men and that of women are completely two different things. The woman is very difficult. I use the word difficult. It is very, very difficult for a woman to sleep with a man that she does not love. But it's very easy, very, very easy for men to sleep with people with women that they don't feel nothing for. It's very, very easy. Most men can be sleeping with a woman with their eyes and nose closed. That woman will be disgusting them, but they will still be on top of that because they just want to satisfy. They just want to, satisfy their urge at that moment. Do you understand me? But it's very hard. It's difficult for women to sleep with men that they don't feel nothing for, because women are moved by their emotions, but oftentimes men are simply moved by desire, by chemistry. That is just the truth. So from day one, it's very obvious that when I look at the stories of Yul Edochie and the wife and everything that transpired, and how, like I said, the disrespect from him, the disrespect from the second wife, the direct and the indirect insult that the second wife was giving to this woman, even when this woman came out publicly to tell the world that she's feeling depressed. Of course, she has every reason to feel depressed. This woman, has spent 17 or 18 years of her life with a man that she dedicated everything to, the relationship, to the marriage and everything. And suddenly she woke up and the whole thing got shattered. It is enough for a woman to slip into depression. It is enough for a woman to slip into depression. She said it, but even with everything that happened, Yul Edochie and his second wife, it's not. In fact, it's like the woman has been Judy, because I saw on Instagram where she's made a very long post, praising the man, telling him she intentionally, indirectly inserted something that has to do with movie to make it look as if she is hailing him because he's a great movie producer and everything. Trust me, whatever Judy said in that write-up has nothing to do with the fact that Yul is a great actor. She is indirectly celebrating the fact that finally Yul has left his first wife and came to her, because that is what she wanted from the beginning. And the truth about it is that it's unfortunate that May thought all this while that she was living with a man that loved her. But now it became obvious to her that this man, Yul, never loved her from the beginning. And it boils down to what I'm saying. With all this, everything that they spent together, with the 4 beautiful children and everything, yet this man was not satisfied. May is not an ugly woman. May is not, she's very intelligent, very articulate. I've heard her speak. I've seen her. She's very intelligent, smart, beautiful, everything going on for her. Yet this man left her so easily, not just leaving her, but allowed somebody with whom he broke this woman's heart, to insult this woman publicly over and over again, never did anything. It can only come from one source: the fact that he never, I use the word never, he never loved May. People say they got married when they were young, when they were 22. Maybe that was when May Yul was experimenting to be a man. That's what I call it. When all these teenagers begin to run around with girls, they're just trying to experiment how to be a man. So maybe in the process of experimenting how to be a man, May happens to be the unlucky girl that find herself with this man, got pregnant for him, and maybe because of family prestige and everything, because of course that's how it is from the part of the world that I come from. Most times when you pregnant a woman, the parents will say, hey, you're going to marry her. But it's very obvious that Yul never loved May. He was simply practicing how to be a man in May's body. And unfortunately, the poor lady got pregnant and then found herself to be a wife at that very tender age. Somewhere down the line, when this man eventually, came to this age, the whole truth about how he felt about this woman is now out. So what message am I trying to pass here? It's very important for women to keep their eyes open, to have a very good understanding of the fact that men you have to, men have a different agenda, men have a different feelings, men have different ways of, getting into relationship, different from women. And like I said, my advice is for women is this: for all the young girls, any one young girl that comes across this video, and that's what I tell all the young girls, please don't go for a man who you love more than he loves you. You need to be sure that that man loves you. Like when I mean love, that man likes you and that man loves you. He likes you and he loves you before you get involved with him. Because the truth about it is that a woman's love can sustain a woman's love cannot sustain a relationship, but a man's love will always do. Why? Because women have natural tendency to reciprocate to a man's love, but men does not have such tendency. They don't. When a man don't love you, that man don't love you. No matter what you do, if you like, give him the most beautiful children on earth. If you like, be the most beautiful woman on earth. If you like, be whatever you want to be. If a man does not love you, no matter what you do, that man can never be for you. That is just my simple advice. So young ladies, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Be mindful. Leave all those butterflies. Hey, I see him. Your body will be there. Like, leave all those things. All those things like chemistry. Those things not be love. The infatuation. Those things like chemistry. Chemistry and infatuation are not the same. That is just the truth about it. That is just the truth about it. Don't get deceived. But you all say, I feel this for him. I feel this for him. That does not make any sense. If that one don't love you, you're just wasting your time. Because somewhere down the line, you begin to feel the pains of a lovely, and the worst thing that anybody can find themselves into is a loveless relationship. Because as a woman, you'll be so frustrated. Anyway, this is just what I have to say. Whatever is your thought, you can leave it at the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.